Sacred Stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We
cannot have the people.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal.
You mentioned a dead patient.
She, Jonathan.
Very well.
Jonathan, please, I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more...
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship...
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks.
So Hampton became more beast than man?
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Do you really believe they would come for us here? In such a public venue?
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this. If you don't mind...
I'd be...
I recently tried to enter a church.
The Brotherhood's research on the matter of faith and vampirism has proved...
It's hard to explain in terms of science.
I'm sure Lady Ashbury will have far greater insight into this matter.
Is this proof that I'm cursed in the eyes of the
The wrath of the Almighty? There's no way of knowing.
Who was that man in your office?
Geoffrey McCullum, actual leader.
What do they hope to achieve?
They're up.
They know I'm here now, don't they?
I understand your need for blood, and will not get in your...
I just recently met the strangest creature in...
Perhaps it was a skull. London's streets are open.
He was observing me with the obvious intent to do...
You need to be careful, Jonathan.
It was a vampire, all right. But what kind?
If you find anything more about this creature, the Brotherhood would great...
What exactly happened here while
Hampton turned, quite violently.
Are you sure it was Hampton that killed...
There was blood everywhere, but no body.
How did the Guard of Prewen come to hear of this?
McCullum has spies everywhere.
Thank you, Edgar. Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks. The flower's dying. It needs water. 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 The flower's dying. It needs water.